Hey guys, it's for the Sheepo1 or UKG Zolt here, and that first part right there was for praise, cause we tried to play some co-op. It didn't go too well, cause he couldn't find the boss to be able to even play co-op. So that was just for him to get to the boss if he even wants to play Bloodborne anymore, cause he didn't seem to have a very fun time. But what you're watching now is me beating the first two bosses on after beating the game, so it's even harder. But it wasn't that hard. The next bosses are really difficult though, because I recorded this a bit ago. Ignore that. Okay, so I'm just here to explain why this isn't Call of Duty. I'm a bit sick, and when I start to get sick or I am sick, I don't like playing competitive stuff because it just pisses me off more than it does before. Like before I'm sick, I get mad sometimes, but when I'm sick, I can't. I can't. It pisses me off so much. Every little thing that happens gets me mad, and I'm getting over it now. And I'm gonna start the Call of Duty grind again. In the next video, I almost guarantee that it's gonna be Call of Duty. It I got so mad last time. I contemplating throwing the game out the window into the snow that wasn't here because it's not winter. It's not. It's only January, but it's not winter anymore. It doesn't happen. Global warming and shit. But yeah, it's gonna start. I promise. And I might be better. No, I probably won't. I just played a game with bots and I sucked pretty bad. Yeah, that another thing, how I said about the Gamma challenge, or no, the G Fuel. Yeah, yeah, it didn't go so well. We lost. We're not that proud of it, but we were just too confident for our first time, and they they fucked us over. They pushed up the entire thing an hour earlier than it was supposed to be, and Praise wasn't even home yet when they started it, and he like rushed, and when he got here and we were about to play, he didn't even have any classes. I was like all freaking out, everybody was, and we just weren't. We wasn't ready, and we just went in terrible, came out terrible, and hopefully next time we'll like be able to do something and maybe even win or just come higher placed. Maybe next time they won't fuck us over with pushing it up an hour earlier. But that really depressed us because I went to go on the website to check. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how many teams are there. Not only was it maxed out, but I saw that it started at 6 my time instead of 7, and I was like, wait a minute, whoa, hold on. So I added the two people that we were versing the first time, and they're like, all right, where's the other guy? We're starting, and I'm like, wait, I thought it wasn't for an hour yet, and they're like, oh, it got moved up. So I was messaging the chat we have, and I was texting Praise like, oh, you need to get on like right now. So he rushed home. He was actually on the toilet, and he was like, nah, I have an hour yet, it's fine. But oh, it was so bad. He had one class with a gun that he uses, and it wasn't even a full class, so he had to be very careful with that. And then the next game he got to do a little more, but like those kids were just wow. This was not their first time, for that's for sure. They knew what they were doing. We know what we're doing for the most part, but we weren't expecting in the circumstances. It we it was troublesome to say the least. It was a bit sad, and we're partially to. It's mostly me. It was mostly me because I sucked because I was like the entire time we played, like I was freaking out before he got home. And when he did get home and we were in a party, I was still freaking out. And the entire time we played, I was freaking out. I tried to calm down. I tried to keep my cool. I held back from just yelling at the top of my lungs so bad. Praise even said
No,
he
I
could
killed
hear
Praise.
me, like trying to calm myself down, and I was, because it was just. I'm not a very calm person. I'm not a very happy person. I get mad easily, and that's pretty. If if you know me at all, which like, no, 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 yeah, okay. I get pretty mad. If you could hear the background of my commentaries, I yelling quite a bit sometimes, and like even when I'm doing really good, I could be like 40-0, and like die once, and I'll be like, damn, there goes my streak. Die another time, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck me. I was just doing so good, and then I start freaking out because I'm like, why is this happening? And then I'm like, and then a teammate like looks the other direction. He's like, nah, bro, you're cool, and I just freak out. But I couldn't do that because me and Derek are friends, or praise. If you don't know it now, it's yeah, yeah. But yeah, it wasn't a very fun time at all. I'm just rambling on at this point. But yeah, maybe next time, if they don't push it up an hour and we're actually ready, all our classes are done, and we're like ready to play at the allotted time, we might do better. Cause that was just a huge throw off, an entire hour, and he was just leaving school
Yeah, you
when
fucking
he was getting
sexist.
spammed and stuff like, you need to get on right now. And then he got on. They started it
You're
right away
fucking
because they
gay if
said
you
that they
like
were
Chase.
stripped for time. So they started it
You're
immediately,
gay!
and he didn't even, like I said, he didn't even have the first class done all the way, and he
Yeah,
was
well,
just
if
going into that,
everybody's a
and they
man,
just
then she's
basically
still a man,
reamed
whether you
us,
like
and
it.
he was,
Him, I'm
honestly,
sorry.
he was doing better than I was, and I was the one that had a bit of warm up, and it was, that wasn't a fun time. I was just so stressed out, and he kept his cool better than I did, and it didn't go over well. But maybe next time, there's always a next time, and maybe next time I won't suck as much. But yeah, yeah, there's that. It wasn't a good bit of it
At least it
was
said you
their fault
I mean,
for pushing
it
it up
was.
an hour earlier when they know most of the people aren't even out of school yet. But that was it. So yeah, cue the
Okay,
motherfucking
yeah.
outro.